Hello and welcome back to another video on MT5. In this video we're going to look at charts, everything there is to know about charts on MT5. And to do this, I'm just going to start by closing the market watch, closing the navigator, and closing the toolbox so we can have a nice big chart here right in front of us. The first thing I want you to know is that if you open up multiple charts, a useful function is just to tile the charts, especially because you can create profiles of your charts, which means you can save 4, 5, or 6 charts that you open and that you create and that you personalize on one workspace. And if you save it as a template, you will then be able to open it up just as you left it. So for example, if I want to save this template with the 4 major pairs, I can just go here and save as and call it major pairs. And as you can see, the title is now major pairs. So if I want to go to any other template, these are the predefined templates that MT5 has in it, and I want to go back to my own template, major pairs, there you go. It's as simple as that. One thing I would definitely suggest in order to set up your MT5 like a professional is to create templates for every single currency pair and for equities and for commodities. So for example, it would be useful to have all majors on one template, then all euros on another template, and then all pounds on another template, all yens on another template. Because especially for currency markets, it is useful to scan each trading partner against its peers to see where the themes are. And just by looking at the majors, you don't always get the best feel for the market. This is the best way to use profiles in my personal experience. Now regarding charting in MT5, if you're familiar with MT4, it's very similar. If you're not, then let's just go through it. So I'm going to open up just the Euro chart here and let's explore it. So first you have the quick navigation buttons up here on the top. You have a few time frames, but what I want you to know about MT5 is that you are not limited to the same time frames that MT4 had. You have 21 odd time frames to select from in MT5. So there are many, many more. As you can see, 1, 5, 15, 30 minutes, but in the minutes you can also select any of these. So you can get funky and choose a 3-minute chart or a 2-minute chart or 12, whatever you like. And in terms of hours, you can select a 2-hour chart. 4, a 6, 8, or you can use the usual daily, weekly, and monthly. But there is a very wide selection of chart timeframes on MT5. This is a definite upgrade from MT4. The other neat little upgrade, which is already on the toolbar up here, is that you can save the chart as a picture. So especially for study purposes, or if you want to remember a trade, or if you want to study a series of setups across a certain length of time, you can save your charts in a very simple manner. Now let's talk about setting up your chart. I have already customized my chart, but to do so, all you do is you right click on the chart, go down to properties, and on properties you can select whether you want a bar chart, whether you want a candlestick chart, or a simple line chart. Usually nowadays, the default is candlesticks. Go on to colors, and you can select your color scheme, or you can personalize the whole thing. I also would suggest that you click on the period separators, because it is extremely simple to see the division between days on the hourly charts, or the division between weeks, or the division between months, just depending on the time frame that you're using. I find it a very cool feature to have. The other thing is indicators or Fibonacci's or anything you want to place on your charts. Once again, it's really simple. To insert any indicator, just go up to Insert, Indicators, and place whatever indicator you prefer on your charts. My suggestion is always keep your charts as essential as possible. You can study technical analysis for your entire life and never be a profitable trader. So keep it light on the technicals and instead make sure that you have a fairly zoomed out chart, just like the one that I have here. Don't zoom in, like something that I would definitely not suggest is zooming in this much. You want to have a broader picture. So 2.5 weeks of data on the hourly chart, have a couple of months of data on a 4-hour chart, have 5, 6, 7 months of data on a daily chart. Have it nice and squeezed like this so you can see the evident swing points and where the market has made key decisions. Another feature I find useful is this little button here, which will shift the end of the chart for you. So when it's not clicked, your prices will arrive right to the border here at the end. And I don't find that as useful as having a bit of space there so that I can follow price, I can make annotations, I can add indicators or draw trend lines or whatever I need to do. Having this extra space gives it a tidier look, especially when you tile your charts. So when you have multiple charts on the same page, I really find that it's useful to have all your charts pulled back a little bit like that. It gives it a neater feel. And finally, one last thing to know is that once you've set up one of your charts, you don't have to set up all of your other charts. That's very time consuming. Instead, what you will do is you'll save the template and then apply the template in a very similar fashion to how the profiles work. So you go up to charts, templates, and you would save the template. Now I've already saved this under the name Jupa, but you could save it under whatever you want to call it once you've personalized it. And then all you do on the other charts, let's say I open up a new chart here. Let's just open up Australian index. And I want to apply my template to it. Just go to templates and just apply it. There you go. It's as simple as that. So as you can see, your charting on MT5 couldn't be simpler, is extremely efficient, and if you have any other questions, just get in touch with us at FCI Markets. This is Justin Paolini, over and out.